Hello fellow travelers, my name is Ember Aeternal and welcome to my channel Spirit Forge Coaching. I'm going to be doing a general reading today. It may not resonate with everyone, but if it does, take what fits and leave what does not. If you would like a personal reading afterward, please reach out to me at spritforgecoaching@gmail.com. And if you like the way that I read, please hit the like button and share and subscribe and do all those things that will help this channel get out there to everyone else. All right, let's get started. Spirit, what would you like us to know today? Spirit, we open our hearts and minds to you so you can give us the benefit of your knowledge and wisdom. We have judgment. This is you. Either you're experiencing the judgment of someone else, or you are judging someone else or a situation. We'll pull more cards to see. We have the Five of Pentacles. This is your obstacle. Poverty, feeling a lack of something, whether that's spiritual, physical, emotional, mental, financial, is yet to be seen. We have the Five of Wands. This is your support. This tells me that there's some healthy competition going on, possibly. With it being in the support position, it's probably healthy competition. Something that's possibly making you think outside the box. But we're going to pull more cards to see what's going on here. What turned over? We have the Two of Cups. This is your conscious influences, and I'm getting the sense that you have time to make up here with something. I got this a couple days ago. I believe in the same position. Let's get some more cards. We have the Ace of Cups. So in your ego, we're going to ignore that other card. In your ego, we have the Ace of Cups, which is the beginning of an emotional journey, or the beginning of an exploration of emotions. This can be love, but Cups pertains to all emotions. And if we go from left to right, this is kind of a possibly backwards movement. Kind of a 2 steps forward, or 3 steps forward, 2 steps back scenario, maybe. Let's pull another card to find out. we are not going to take the card that I just dropped, because I don't want to. Okay, we have the King of Wands. So this is conscious influences. It's probably a person. It is a person who is a master of action. Wands is about action, passion, the will to get things done. And this is a master, the master of the suit. Excuse me. So what I'm seeing here so far is there's some judgment going on, feeling of poverty or lack, but there's some healthy competition. Two of Cups is time to make up, or I'm kind of getting the feeling that there was a desire for a celebration, but there was something that just, it didn't happen. So it feels like time was wasted, and you're feeling the urge to make up the time that was wasted. But wisdom dictates that we know that we can't make up lost time. We just have to move forward. But maybe the attitude that time has been wasted is what is making you feel like you've taken 2 steps back after taking 3 steps forward. So you feel like you're at the beginning of an emotional journey, perhaps at the beginning of a love thing, maybe even a new love interest in your life, though I'm not really feeling that. This feels more like this might have been the promise of a new love interest. And then you feel like your time was wasted, so you're regrouping and feeling a little resentful about it because of the time wasted. But there's a King of Wands. This is a conscious influence. There is I'm definitely getting the feeling of a man here. There is a man of action in the picture. There's a man who likes to get things done, and he knows how to get things done. I don't know if this is you or someone else. Kind of think it's someone else, but I could be wrong. Let's get some more cards. We have chains. That would be the devil in this card. So that's in the past. Hopefully these chains are being broken. Typically with the devil, you have chains that have chained you to this devil, but these are chains of your own making. You have chosen these chains. So let's see what the present holds for you. Hopefully you've chosen to release yourself. We have the Chariot. This looks positive, like you've chosen to fight for your rights and to move forward. Yeah, this is kind of a sustained effort to win the Chariot. That this is not a one-off. This is not like a one punch and you're done. This is endurance, recognizing that you're in this for the long haul. And I get the sense that you're not going to go back to these chains. You recognize them for the restrictions that they were, and you're not going back. So yay. Let's get another card. We have the Eight of Swords. This is willful blindness. This is blindness of your own making, much like the chains here. This is future influences, so there is something that you're going to have a difficult time with yourself not being blind to something that's coming toward you, not putting on blinders. There's something here where you need to use judgment, you need to use discernment in order to keep that blindfold off yourself. This is just like with these chains. This is completely of your making. This is not something that somebody else does to you, though manipulation does make things harder. Manipulation, gaslighting, lies make things harder to see the truth. But this is a choice to choose the lies, the gaslighting, the manipulations. Because there's something about it that serves you, possibly something that... Who doesn't like a pretty lie? When there's the possibility that it's the truth. So let's get another card. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So the outcome here is that you'll be at the beginning of some sort of prosperity or abundance. There is the promise of prosperity, abundance, all the things that Pentacles represent, but because it's Pentacles, it's slow moving. It is the slowest moving suit in the tarot deck. So you have some ideas, you have some ways to move forward, but it may not be as quickly as you like. This is where the Chariot is going to come into play, and recognizing that you have a tendency to blind yourself to the things that are harmful to you, or potentially harmful. The overall energy is the High Priestess. I'm feeling like that's good energy. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your body. When you get body aches with no explanation and anxiety with it, that is a sign that you don't like what's happening around you. Pay attention to your intuition. I cannot stress that enough. We have been taught to ignore our intuition. Please pay attention to it. Now, let us get some balancing factors, a little more about unknown influences and suggested improvements. I am going to go with the Angels and Demons deck for this. Spirit, tell us what we need to know. And tell us how to clarify this. Give us your wisdom, please. So we have ego and hate. Oof. honestly, who doesn't have problems with their ego? This is the balancing factors. So there's a lot of positivity here, simply because you can see what's happened and you can see what's coming at you. Maybe not specifically, but you have a strong sense of what is going on. Balancing factor here is the ego of someone. It is getting in the way and causing hatred. It's blinding them, and that seems to be a theme here, a danger of blindness. So pay attention to the little dark, icky things that your ego says, and don't ignore it, but ask yourself why your ego is saying these hateful things. So let's get the next card. So we have laziness. Excuse me. So this is unknown influences. There is likely a danger of laziness, a danger of complacency, either from you or someone in your life, where they just they don't want to deal with the stuff. They just want things to be easy, and it's not happening. This is not something that's easy. You have to work at it. And if this is you, then please work at it. If this is somebody else, well, then don't put up with the crap. You know how best to deal with laziness in your life. And you can deal with it with kindness. Or not. The choice is yours. Our next card is Propagation of Light. This is suggested improvements. So increase, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll explain anyway. Increase the light in your life. Increase the positivity, but make sure it's not false positivity. You know, look for the things to be genuinely grateful for in your life. Don't make up things to be grateful for, but, you know, even if it's little things, like one of the things that, for example, was brought to my attention with a simple question years and years ago is, what's a little thing that you enjoy? And I actually enjoy the feeling of wet sand squishing between my toes when I have my feet in a stream. I love that feeling. So it's simple little things like that, or big things. You know, only you get to decide what you're grateful for. That's one way to propagate the light. The other is to remove things and people from your life who just don't serve a positive purpose. There is nothing wrong with setting boundaries. There is nothing wrong with going your own way. And the overall energy here is making mistakes. We're allowed to make mistakes. It's not a good idea to judge ourselves harshly or judge other people harshly for those mistakes, because none of us are perfect. And I know that is so hard to remember sometimes. But in the long run, it's more helpful than harmful to remember that none of us is perfect, and to not engage in hypocrisy. I think that's about it for today. I hope you have a blessed day. Stay if you will, go if you must, in perfect peace, love, and trust.